What's good? It's Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
This is not
Not
another damn
another damn podcast.
presented by
Our damn self.
so 341.
Yes, yes, yes.
I was on pet babysitting duties this weekend. Let's start there. First off, shout out to our brother Feast and his lady Kara. Yeah, they took a little did a little getaway, like a few days, like a little getaway. And the guy that usually watches their fur baby, little Jax, like he was unavailable as well too. Yeah, so they asked if he say, "Oh, I need a favor." Yeah, you can't say no. Like he led with that shit. Yeah. I was like, "What's the favor?" So I need you to watch Jax a couple days. It's like, yeah, because and so he dropped the dog, kept the dog a couple days. It worked out. He took to the place pretty comfortably. Yeah. So one of them little tiny dogs too. It's not a dog for those.
Pomeranian. He's a
Yeah,
Pomeranian, so he's a little thing.
little dog. Yeah.
He's such a sweet dog. I mean, I couldn't take him in my house, obviously, because Hercules would try to kill him.
Yeah.
We
Cat
tried that before,
always
and
tried to kill him once before. So.
we tried it before. It didn't work out. When we tried to, like, hey, you guys, me. Hercules wasn't having it.
Yeah.
So, but I went by and I saw you with the dog, and I was happy to see Jax. He's such a sweetie. He is such a nice little dog. He is.
And I ended up taking him to Babe's house and then see how the dogs, because she got the dogs, see how the two dogs interacted. It's like they took to each other. Yeah.
Yeah, they're both friendly dogs. They're both,
Friendly dogs. So like,
yeah.
yeah. What's the name? Roxy did start getting jealous after a while because like,
And then you start looking like, okay, who is this little, And then Jax is cute because he's a little tiny thing. So he's a cute
Jax
little.
want to be right up under you, and Roxy's a bigger dog, so she can't do the stuff Jax does. She can't jump up on you, so she started it. And then she tried to jump up. Was like, "No, you too big. You're not a lap dog. Can't hold you, right?" So she
Roxy
started.
is a big
Yeah,
dog. Cute.
she tried to jump up too. I was like, "Okay, don't be jealous, Roxy." She saw that. And then the cat wasn't having it. The cat hung up about 10 minutes. Said, okay, I'm out of
No,
here.
cats are like the difference
cat,
between cats and
cat
dogs.
got the fuck out of there after about 10 minutes. Said, okay.
Cats don't play that. They look,
Cat
they
said,
say,
okay,
oh,
that's I done had enough socializing for the day. I'm out. And then she just dipped.
didn't see her no more the rest of the day, right?
Nah, not at all. She hung out about 10 minutes and then she left. She's like, okay, I'm
Mm-hmm.
out. Cat wasn't having it. But so that's what my weekend was like, watching a little dog that acts like a baby. Basically, it's not even a dog; it's like a human baby. That's what it is.
He's so
And
sweet.
that's how they treat it. Yeah, like they dress the dog up in little costumes.
Not in costume. When Ariana went over to his house, like she loves the dog. That he's cute. She just the way he's so cute. That's exactly how she says it. And she just rubs and just plays. Like she loves that little dog so much. I'm like,
I
oh
want
my.
a little dog like that when y'all get a dog. I see y'all need to get a real dog.
Marcus ain't going for that.
I say like it's no point. I say either get a big ass dog or get a cat. That's all. It's like there's no point. The little tiny dog,
Yeah.
he can't protect shit. It's like all he's gonna bark. That's all he's gonna do.
I
It's
want to
no
get
point.
a big family dog. I do want to
Yeah,
get a family
big
dog, but
dog.
we
It's
have to
like you
wait.
have a cat, so get a big ass dog. That's it.
Yeah,
Makes
we
sense.
have to wait though because the kids are not ready to care for a dog. They're not responsible enough because
It'll be Mark said it'll be my dog. Yeah,
Marcus said it'd be his dog, and he's like, I don't have time to like train a pup because we would get a puppy and we would to train it because
that's how it
puppies
works.
are a
Yeah.
lot of work.
Dogs in general, especially puppies, at work. Dogs, yeah.
He's like, I don't have time to do all that right now. So he was like, and these kids
Cats
are
are
not going to help
cats
me
are
out.
easy. It's like yeah, cats are pretty self sufficient.
They are.
Food,
They are.
water, litter box. You have those three things. You good to
And,
go with a cat.
and even still, it's like trying to navigate a new pet into our house. Like I said, we've had Hercules for 9 years now at this point. So it's
It's
kind of
just
like
been him. So yeah, he like would look like, okay, who is that?
it would be a definitely an adjustment period because Hercules is set in his ways. Because I said
But
we've
you
had
would
him.
do like you said a puppy, then have a little dog cage, like keep him in there at the beginning. And let
Mm-hmm.
Hercules check him out, let them get used to each other.
Right.
Cause that's what like baby was she, cause she had her cat first, and then she got the dog, and she got the dog when it was a puppy too.
Right.
So Roxy stayed in the cage until like the cat took to. She was like, she would come looking okay, like, because they didn't like each other at all at first.
Yeah. Because they're
Now
not gonna like each other at
now they
first.
like
Yeah.
siblings. It's like, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, they're like, so like if you have the dog, keep the dog in a little dog cage and like let Hercules get used to him. Like he'll come up, like check him out, like
And
see.
Hercules is a big ass cat. He's a huge cat. He's a big ass cat. So that's why I'm just kind of like,
Let
okay,
him
I
be
got
in the cage, the dog will be okay. Then I say you can't
yeah,
attack.
in the cage. If I was like in the cage, yes, but like just let him
Yeah,
not in the beginning if we do get a dog soon, because I'm like,
have a little dog cage that you keep him in, like as a puppy. Yeah. Until they
yeah,
get used to each other, and then you start letting them out. That's
because
what I
it
would suggest.
definitely
Yeah,
is the adjustment period.
yeah.
Well, while you were cat sitting, dog sitting rather, while you were
He's pretty much a cat. It's half cat, half baby. That's what Jackson.
cat baby.
Cat baby.
We actually went out on Thursday evening. We went here to, I don't know if you guys can see it. Probably not.
Putting it out, yeah, like
Not
in
really.
front of you
But
right
we
here. Put it right in front of you, like
oh right here.
yeah.
Yeah, we went to right here. We went to the Hip Hop Nutcracker.
Okay.
And we had a great time.
Yeah,
Curtis
Curtis,
Blow was the
you told me.
MC
So
there.
you told me he was an MC, yeah.
Yes.
Legendary Curtis Blow, which is right on time because Christmas rapping. So it was like he did the first
Mm-hmm.
hip hop Christmas song. He did the first one. Yeah.
So on the way to school that morning, when I was telling them, okay, I was like, we're going to go see the Hip Hop Nutcracker tonight. And I was like, and it's going to be hosted by Curtis Blow. I was like, he's going to be the MC. And then they're like, Curtis Blow. So then I played Christmas rap. I went in my playlist and I played Christmas rap.
Doom,
And
doom, 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 doom,
they were
doom.
just kind of like,
79.
yeah,
This song came out before you were born, kid. It's like
it did because it came out in 1980. So
was it 80 or was it 79 to 80? It came out around.
it came out before I was born. So,
I think it was 79 when that shit came out. But
so I'm
it's
trying to
old.
like break it
It's
down.
very old, the song. Yeah. It's like 45 years old, the song. Yeah.
And they were like, okay. And they did, of course, play that at the beginning of the performance. And Curtis did a good job with he basically took us through like a journey of hip hop. So like he was like, I need some help doing these old school. He's like, who's old school hip hop? And he did the classics, like he did Sugar Hill Gang, of course. He did The Message.
Okay.
He did Jump Around. He was
He,
doing a bunch of,
he got a breaks. He got to. He got to do his shit. What
he was
man?
jumping around doing
He
different
didn't do
things.
the breaks and shit.
I don't know if he did breaks.
I'm Curtis Blow, and I want you to know that these.
These
I
are
know
the
that was
words.
1980. That definitely came out in 1980.
So when he was doing that, and then my kids actually saw like who I was because I jumped up and I was rapping like the lyrics to the song. So I was like, I guess I'm old school, baby. I was like, I guess I am. Because they were just sitting. I was like, do you like old school hip hop? And Ariana was like, she was like, I'm like, you don't like it?
Her to Uncle Osh. Yeah, I get her right.
Like, you don't like it? She was like, I mean, she was like, I don't know it. I said, okay, I'm gonna start
I'll play.
introducing you to some more old school
Let me
hip
play
hop.
her some Tribe. Send her to me. I got.
Because she knows the old school R&B because like I play a lot of that. So she knows old school R&B. So now I gotta get her integrated into old school hip hop.
Let me get her right because that's my
I gotta get her right with
that's
that.
my lane. Let
So
me get her right. Yeah.
but the kids did have a good
I'll
time.
let them checking the rhyme after I'm done with them.
It being kind of a layered show, though, the kids did start getting a little bit sleepy near the end. So it's like we were like, okay, we don't want these kids to fall asleep at there. So we did leave a little bit early because they started kind of like because it was late for them. So like we was like, okay, let's go and let's go home because we didn't want to have to carry two kids back to the car. We wanted to try and do that. So but I mean, all in all, the show was a good show because it was a reimagining of the traditional Nutcracker. So there was a complete hip hop element. They had break dancers, and they had one guy. He did the classic break dance move that everybody wanted to know how to do, was spin on the head. So someone did that when they got it out and they spun and they did the whoo 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 and they were spinning on their head. So I thought that was really cool to see that. But fun times, fun times. So I'm not sure where it's going next. I know it was the limited time here in Chicago because the show was only here, I think, about a week, I think, because it was a
Yeah.
limited performance here. But if it is going to another theater near where you're going, then I would say definitely go check it out if you can. Check it out this holiday
Oh, you
season.
recommend it.
I would recommend it. I would definitely recommend it. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. Mhm. Where are we going to
Yeah, what
go
a lot.
with the with all that's happening in the news right now? I know that we're about a week out from Christmas, so Christmas is coming. If you haven't bought gifts yet for people, just give IOUs at this point. I say just
Yeah.
because I mean, don't break yourself. That's the thing I want to see. Like I'll get on my soapbox for a minute. I don't want to see people breaking themselves anymore for Christmas. Like stop going broke for one day out the year.
Hmm.
Stop doing it, people. I don't want to see people, you're paying, you're buying Christmas gifts and then your light bill is due January 1st, and then you're like, uh-oh. Like you're like, uh-oh. Your
Serious.
rent's due. You're like, uh-oh,
Yeah.
then it becomes like, well, I do it when I get my taxes because like your tax money comes in February or March. Your tax money comes,
Which is a black thing.
your tax money. So I want to see people stop being like, well, I'll pay you back when tax season comes. I want to see that to stop. I want that to stop. But you
Secret
know,
operations. To never hear white people talk about tax season. That's all I'm saying. Something to that, I think. Something there.
could be.
Covert reparations.
But stop going broke, though. People stop going broke. That's the tip I give for the holiday season. You want to start planning for Christmas, start saving your money January 2nd. And just save a little bit each paycheck. Whatever you can save, put aside each paycheck. And
Well,
just
let's
put it
just
in a fund that you don't touch. Put it in this fund. Create an online account, whatever, put money over there each pay period. Do not touch that money. Do not look at it. So
and
then when
just try to keep Christmas. We'll even break it down. Keep it for your immediate family. Like try to just keep it there.
yeah, if you
You don't have
can,
to
yeah.
buy. You don't have to buy Bob from marketing, man. Yeah, you don't have to buy him anything for
Off
Christmas. Like,
market.
yeah, you remember from marketing.
I remember Martin. Ooh, he was like, no,
You have to
dude.
get Bob from marketing a gift and shit. It's like just keep it for your immediate family. It's like some people try to buy everybody something. It's like, but if it's not in the budget, keep that shit simple.
These gifts are getting out of control. It's like kids, like, because when I was somewhere, they was like, they're like an 8-year-old wanted some AirPods. Like, what? Like, an 8-year-old wanted AirPods. Like, you're
Really,
8.
Christmas to me, like just it should be just try to stick to the kids. It's like yeah, and of course, and you got to end the wife if you got to get her
And your
stuff. But yeah,
spouse or
yeah,
significant
like, yeah.
other, of course. Yeah.
Everybody else, you ain't getting shit. It's like yeah, the kids, like yeah, it's start with the kids because Christmas should be about the kids. I think yeah.
Mhm.
And of course, like if you want to have a happy wife or whatever, you're gonna have to get her something. It's like she's gonna look at you crazy.
Happy house, happy spouse,
Yeah,
we'll say.
she gonna look at you crazy and shit. Yeah. Even though guys don't really give a shit if they don't get nothing for Christmas, but yeah, I get what you're saying. If you don't give me nothing, I'm like, it's not gonna hurt my feelings. Like,
Give him some man stuff, Look at, what man
I'm
stuff is.
appreciative of whatever you give me. I don't whatever you get, I'm appreciative. Yeah. But yeah, it should be about just the kids and shit. And even like that is like try to like have a budget and shit too. You gonna get what you gonna get, yeah. And most kids like it's of course there's some little assholes out there, but most kids are appreciative of whatever you give them. Cat Williams had a great bit about going to the dollar store
The
and just
dollar store, yeah.
yeah, like yeah, spend $100, like yeah, on 100 toys. It's like, so what kid is not gonna be happy to get 100 toys for Christmas? It's like, yeah, he's like, instead
And
of
then when it
spending
breaks,
like
you just throw it out. You don't care. It
breaks,
was
if
only a
it even if
dollar.
it breaks the first day, you still had 100 toys on Christmas. What kid has 100 toys under the tree? It's like, yeah, like the way you broke it down, it made
It
sense. It's
might
like,
be
yeah,
something to
you
that.
got 100 toys. It's like no kid is like, no matter no kid is gonna complain about that. You come down for Christmas like 100 toys sitting there for you. It's like you're gonna be happy.
Like that. But
Yeah.
some of this stuff is dark. When you look at some of these things, you're like, damn, like $300 for this? Like a thing that like I wanted to get just for us to do as a family because they had the Lego set, the Home Alone Lego set. And I was like, that might be a cool thing for us to get the Home Alone house, and it had all that shit was like 300 something dollars. I was like,
Reason why I ain't got the Batman Lego because it's
I'm
Lego
like, for a Lego kit? I was like $300+ for a
hand.
Lego kit.
Lego shit's out of hand. It's like
I didn't know Lego kits were that high until REI started showing interest in Lego kits. And then I started realizing, okay, like these Lego kits, it can get up there. At the start, you got the whole Star Wars Death Star thing, like, you know.
speaking of that, since we talking toys, speaking of for all my extras and what they call you elder millennials, that they call
I
them,
think we're elder millennials
they,
now, I
they
think.
can't figure out what the fuck they want to call you.
Zenio is what I'm sticking with.
Yeah.
Zenio is the
So
term
the
I'm sticking
extras
with.
and I'm gonna go with elder millennials.
I'm going with
It
Zenios.
sounds ridiculous, so I'm gonna go with it.
We're not old. We're Zenios.
So yeah, it's Toys R Us. They got their flagship store. They reopened in the Mall of America, baby. They got one. So I might have to take a trip to Minneapolis on that.
Let me Google how far Mall of America is from
I
my
know it's in
house.
Minnesota. Is it Minneapolis? I know it's Minnesota. I want to say it's around Minneapolis, something like that. Yeah.
I want to say that's maybe about a 6.5, maybe 7 hours, something.
Because like folks around my age, the timeline been blowing up. Is like because like people that I saw some people that actually went there and shot videos. Like, oh shit, okay, and
Do they have,
got it set up like
Jeffrey? Is Jeffrey there?
Yeah, that's the first thing you see was Jeffrey when you walked in. It's like, so you're like, I miss Jeffrey. It's like first thing there was Jeffrey.
I got super excited when you just said that because I went in Macy's recently and they have like the little aisle with
Toys R Us section. Yeah.
And I'm like, it's not the same.
Not like a whole toy.
It's not the same.
That's when you were spending your kids Toys R Us, and the Ariana was like, "Oh, like Walmart.
Walmart.
That's cool, but it's not the same."
No, ma'am. When she said, Walmart, I was like, "It's a toy store." She said, "Oh, like Walmart." I said, "No, ma'am. It's not
Walmart,
like
Walmart." They have a nice little section, but it's not the same as Toys R Us.
Yeah.
Toys R Us.
Target, no, ma'am.
Toys R Us was magical
Target,
and shit. Yeah, that was magical. But yeah, they opened one in the Mall of America, so I've been seeing folks might have been making trips up there. It's like, and they got like a little bit of everything. Yeah, so they definitely stocked the store. I was like, because like my three my three favorites. I'm going in no particular order. G.I. Joe, Batman, WWE. They had some of all of that there.
I was gonna say Transformer, but okay.
Transformers, I wasn't. They were cool, but I wasn't a.
Okay, I thought you liked Transformers.
I liked them, but it wasn't. It wasn't
at the top of your list.
Yeah, like special, like Transformers, like Transformers, Thundercat, He-Man. That was the next level. Yeah, okay. That's like tier B. Tier A, it's like WWE, G.I. Joe, Batman. Yeah, that's tier A.
I definitely do the G.I. Joe. I knew that was first. G.I. Joe, definitely.
That's why I mentioned them first. It's like G.I. Joe, Batman, WWE, like those are like the ones, like like so, and that's why they did show the video they went to all of the sections, like they didn't have much G.I. Joe, they had plenty of Batman, and they had some WWE. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, awesome, yeah.
Khalil likes Batman, so like he has like a lot of like Batman thing.
Baby. Yeah. I saw he broke the wheel on his Batmobile, and
he did broke it. I was like, you broke. Like this was a nice Batmobile.
I joked. I was like, say, the Joker got away, right?
Joker got away. Hey. I was mad. I'm like, how you break this? Like, how'd you break
like $50-$60 on that thing?
Yes. Yes. And we did. And I'm like,
it like a week later.
Spend $60, your kid breaks in a month. That's where we are at this point in life. But we might have to go as a family and drive up there. We gotta figure out
America, baby.
when we can go
That way
because
your kids can know what Toys R Us,
what
right?
Toys R Us is, because I definitely want them to
This is a real toy store, not the Walmart stuff. It's like
see firsthand what it looks like. Because they said that they are testing that, so I guess that this is their first
yeah,
test of
Mall
it.
of America, and it seems like it's going successful because I
And they
saw
said they're supposed to open up, I think, between 15 and 20 more. I want to say, like, I think they were supposed to open either 15 or 20
well, Chicago got
stores.
to be one of those markets.
Please let Chicago, because come on.
Chicago got to be like
Come on, Chicago.
you got to be one of those
Okay,
markets.
I get, okay, like New York, okay, LA, yes. Chicago,
Got to be one, yeah.
maybe like Atlanta, possibly.
Yeah,
I see
Dallas,
Atlanta.
Fort Worth area, something.
Dallas or
Yeah.
Houston, one of those, Dallas or Houston. What's another good one?
Um, it's 15. It's like it's probably gonna be something northwest, so maybe Seattle or Portland.
Seattle. Yeah, Seattle might be a
Something in the
good one.
northwest, yeah, like Seattle or Portland. I'll probably get one.
Yeah.
Because like it's a lot of you need something in that area because they kind of isolated, so it'd probably be one in the northwest. Austin, probably something like that. Yeah, Massachusetts for the northeast folks. Like
possibly whatchamacallit, DC.
DC, yeah. What about somewhere in Florida? It makes sense.
Oh yeah, Miami or Orlando. Orlando.
Somewhere in Florida, yeah.
Yeah. But Chicago, please, if you guys are, I don't know if like the people are the operators of Toys R Us are listening to us. Hopefully you are. Please open in Chicago, please.
Well, Philly, you got to put one in Philly, then.
Oh yeah, Philly.
Meek Mill and Rick Ross. Oh, Rick Ross is Miami, but yeah. But he seems like he been doing a lot of stuff with Meek, and those it feels real Philly-ish to me.
Feels real Philadelphia.
Well, even though Ross is Miami, Meek Mill is definitely Philly all day.
Would Detroit get one?
Probably not. They kind of on the rise, so maybe
they
like Detroit is like they on the comeback trail is like yeah.
Okay.
Like Detroit, when they went bankrupt some years back.
I remember.
They building them back up. So like, yeah, that'd be something to help the economy. Put something like that there. Yeah. Detroit, even though the Pistons, they still terrible. It's like I think they're the worst team in the NBA right now.
So, are they worse than San Antonio?
I think so. Yeah, let's pull up the standings. No, San Antonio.
I know San Antonio was like on an 18-game lose streak. They just snapped theirs.
I think Detroit was dead last time I checked the standings. We're gonna find out right now. Let's pull up the Bleacher Report.
It would be in last place. Damn.
Yeah,
that's rough.
Yeah, they bad and shit.
That's rough. Yeah.
Eastern Conference Pistons, 2-24. They did last. It's like they only won 2 games. As I read this, like like, on Sunday, December 17th, they 2-24. Yeah, let's see what the Spurs are. Spurs are 4-20.
They won 4 games.
4-20. They tied with the Wizards, so like
yeah, they won 4.
Scuffling for last place. Like with the Pistons, like they won twice as many as the Pistons. Oh yeah, they got 4. Yeah, there you go. Pistons only got 2 wins. They on a 23-game losing streak, by the way.
That's due to Popovich.
They're in the middle of a 23-game losing streak, by the way.
Yikes. When do the Bulls play them? Because like that's a game they need. That's a confidence booster they need to win. But those are them trap games.
Bulls are still on the outside looking in right now. Like they 12th, yeah. So
they 12. I say yeah. So they on the outside.
They still suck. They're not in a play-in yet. Yeah, they still terrible.
I say at best, Bulls are just still a play-in team at best. They're a play-in team at best.
See, I said that before the season started. They're still in a play-in team, even before all the Zach LaVine.
And you might get lucky. Like playing, anything can happen once you get in the tournament. Anything can happen. You might get lucky. So,
yeah, well, let's talk NBA since we here.
Yeah, since we segued.
Another struggling team that was supposed to be contending this year. The Golden State Warriors. They're on the outside looking in. They're 11th right now in the West. It's like Mr. Draymond Green. Let's talk about him. Yeah,
I blame Draymond Green 100%.
Let's talk about Mr. Draymond Green. It started with the fucking headlock on Rudy Gobert, which got him 5 games. then you just came back from that. It's like, and then you knocking out Yusuf Nurkic from the Suns. So they said, okay, that's enough. He's suspended indefinitely. They don't even have a number yet. They don't even know how long he's gonna be suspended. They said indefinitely.
Did you see the Mortal Kombat thing when he's like a Mortal Kombat tournament? They showed like him going up the levels of like, and they have Adam Silver as the top boss.
I win.
They have what you call like right under Adam Silver, Chris Paul.
Paul, which is like Chris Paul's like, yeah, why not come here again? It's like, you know, he was ring chasing and now they're 11th in the West and shit, right? He was supposed to be ring chasing.
But Draymond, what is going on with Draymond? I just want to know, like, is it anger issues? Is it what is the? Because you just clocking people out.
Shit.
Like, what is going on?
And shit, I think, yeah.
He just because first he started off by kicking dudes in the nuts. First of all, he was doing that.
That started like some years back.
Kicking guys in the nuts.
Some people say that they cost the Golden State the 3-1 comeback against Cleveland because of that. But Draymond was suspended for Game 5 of that series.
Yeah.
And like that's when Cleveland turned it around. Like, yeah, Game 5, that's when they won, and then they won 6 and 7 after that. So some say like that was a turning point, was his suspension. It's like the Warriors win that title without
once you got someone down here, finish him. Like Mortal Kombat, finish him. Like once you got somebody doing this, finish him. Don't give him a chance to come back.
Yep.
If somebody is down 3-1, you finish them. Like you
Game 5, you close out. You don't be like, oh, we don't have. Yeah, you win in the Game 5. You close that out.
You're closing out.
You don't be like, oh, we good. Like even if we lose this, we still got
6.
No. Yeah, you don't have 2 more. Game 5, you close.
This is how you do a Game 5 closeout. If you're up 3-1 in a Game 5, you need to win by like 25 at least.
Yeah.
Knock them the hell out. Like
you act like you down 3-1, not up.
Act like you down.
Yeah. Like you in your mind, like we're down 3-1. So this is like must win. That's why you gotta act.
This is how it should look. By 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter, all your stars should be full because you should be up by 30. Your bench players, your third string point guard should be doing some Magic Johnson type pass and looking like, oh, it should be that going on where like the third string is getting theirs. That's what needs to happen. I'm gonna
go back in time about 10 years. That's when you want to see Brian Scalabrine in the game.
There you go. I want to see him dunk. I want to see Scalabrine dunk. That's what I want to see.
I want to see him get actual minutes. It's like, because that's how far you want to be.
And the crowd goes, oh, the crowd goes wild when like the scrub on the team dunks the ball.
Want to see like the third string center shooting threes from half court, like stupid shit like that. You know, when you up by so much, you start doing dumb shit like that. Like, that's what I want to see. It's like your third string center. Like I want to see Felicio taking threes from half court like that. It's like,
I mean, I get your point, but he's too terrible. I mean, you took it.
I was thinking of a third string center. He was definitely one. You want to see him and hit like threes from half court. That's what you want.
I'll go back in the day. You want to see Jack Haley again.
See, like Dennis Hobson and like bombs. Yeah, Ed Neely. I'm going back to the championship bombs now. These are the times that want to see Scott Burrell, even though he really wasn't a bomb, but Mike treated him like one. No, it's like
yeah, he was a whipping boy.
We saw that in the Last Dance. Well, you shitted on Scott Burrell that whole time. Want to see Scott Burrell in the game?
You need to see that. So Draymond is just, I don't know what's going on with him, but this is going to seriously put them down because
they're already struggling even before this. Is like, they're 11th now. Like, but then again, like he was suspended for part of that time too. So like, already affecting the team. It's like his bullshit. And it's like a viral video of Steve Kerr. You could see him like mumbling, like, hey, I'm sick of Draymond's bullshit. It's like you see him like mumbling. Man, they zoomed in on say, why I'm sick of Draymond's bullshit. So like people saying is Draymond about to get traded. It's like
but you know Steve Curry with the shits. You know, like he's been around forever. Like he's been around because he was with the Bulls three-peat, the second three-peat.
And he played with the San Antonio.
With the Spurs, he won 2 rings there with the Spurs. Yeah. Then he was like the
he was front office for Phoenix Suns. He was a front office. Yeah,
office. Yeah.
Yeah, he worked front office
He's done
there.
some of everything. Like he's been around for like consistently
He
for
was with
like
NT
30
for a
years.
while, as announcing before he got the Warriors job. He was,
Announcing, yeah, because he was on the NBA, yeah,
yeah,
TV or whatever.
yeah. And he's been like he's the third longest tenured coach in the NBA now.
Mhm.
It's Popovich, Spoelstra, and
Poster
Kerr.
and him.
He's third now. He's been with his team the
Mhm.
longest because he went there about 10 years ago. It was like I
Mhm.
think it was 13, 14. I think that's the season when they
Mhm.
because they won the title the 14, 15. So he went there the season before they won, I want to say.
Right.
Yeah, so he's like the third longest tenured or something like that.
Supposed to be there with like 20 years in Miami.
Ulster went like in the 90s, like the 25 years. He been there for a while because he was there like during the whole Tim Duncan run. Yeah, so yeah. So you said Spolstra. I'm thinking
Oh, so
Papa.
supposed to be there like
Spolstra's
20
been there
years, right?
probably, but yeah, I'm thinking Papa. Yeah, so
18 or 20 years. I know he's been there for a
Spolstra, he
while.
was there right after the Miami won the title. He
Right
came
after the '06 title.
like 08 or something. He took over
So
that.
like 15 years he's
But he
been
got
there.
a nice run, yeah. Because he
And
was
I
there.
know I know
He was there for all of the big three and all of that, and
I
then
know Pop has been there damn near 30 years now at
Pop
this
was
point.
there with
It's like damn near 30 at
down
this
30
point.
at this point. It's like, yeah.
So I thought he was going to retire, and then I'm like, oh, okay.
He saw Wemby. He's like, I'll stick around a little. He saw that kid. He's like, I
So I
think
thought he was going to retire.
if
'Cause
they don't get Wemby, he probably retires. He said, I
I
want
thought he was like, because like Duncan is there, so I thought he was kind of like prepping Duncan to take
groom
over for him.
Duncan. That's what I thought. Yeah, like Duncan is
Mhm.
being like, yeah, groomed to like be the next head
Take
coach.
over for him, yeah.
He's sitting under the learning tree. Yeah, so
But then when he stayed, I was like, oh, okay.
he saw
He's
Wemby
still
Johnson.
Wimby, so I mean that makes sense.
Uh, he's
That
like,
makes sense.
huh, I want to coach this kid. It's
You
like
gotta do at least one season with this kid, at least one. I get it.
because he's like one of the generational talents. So he's like, yeah,
Mhm.
I'm sticking around a little bit longer. I got to check this kid out.
These standings, like some of these standings are shocking. I said because like I haven't been following basketball as much this season. I don't know. Maybe I'm just kind
I've
of
been. It's not it's kind of a dull season. It's like
yeah. I don't know. It's
like
kind of
who's
and
like
then that
who's your favorite team out now? Well, we're Bulls fans, but like who's the hot team out? It's like, I can't name
and
them.
then
It's like
that
in
in
season
season
tournament
tournament.
that
I
nobody
still don't
cared.
get
I
what.
still don't know like what the purpose of it was. Is like they should have got
LeBron,
some kind of
everybody got $500,000 on the team that won. So that was
he's a millionaire, so that's
which is chump change, which is pocket change to them. That's
yeah.
like Simi and Coming to America, my pocket change. That was their pocket change, basically.
Buying hot tubs with that shit like Simi pocket change.
You bought your kids like you make create like their tree house or whatever, like a whole like whatever tree house playhouse for like your kids.
It should have been something like some kind of stakes on the line. It's like, okay,
I don't get like what the
like the
purpose
winner of
was.
the tournament automatically gets in the play in no matter what. It should be like that. Like you automatically like, yeah,
That
Allen,
would have been
some kind of stake should be
good
on the line. It's like
incentive.
people joked about it as like it said if that was the case, then LeBron's probably sitting out the rest of the whole season. If that was LeBron said if that was a stake, like LeBron is done after that tournament. He go sit out till they get ready for the playoff.
Looking now at the top teams. Like they're like, okay, because Celtics are
Starting
one,
Boston is one in the East, then Bucks, six.
but
None of those are surprises. All
none
three.
of those are surprising. Magic being there is kind of surprising to me.
Yeah, Orlando's been balling out. Yeah, the Heat.
He being right there is not. That's
Yeah.
acceptable.
Knicks are
He,
about where they were last year.
he and Knicks being there, it's like okay.
I thought the Heat
Pacers
would
is
be a
a little
little bit
surprising
better,
for
but
me.
yeah, they Heat being there is cool. Yeah, I thought the Heat would be a little bit better.
Pacers are a little surprising for me right there.
Tyrese Halliburton, baby.
But,
Pacers been balling, man.
like I didn't picture that at the beginning of the season. That was not on my
Yeah,
that was not on my vision for the season.
yes. And then the Cavaliers, they about where I expected them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nets, they surprised, and I thought the Nets would be like one of the worst teams after they traded. Yeah, KD and Kyrie and Hart, like but they
But
still
they got
hang
something to
around and
prove.
play. Yeah,
They
still
got something
hanging
to
around.
prove
Yeah.
because they're like, okay, just because we lost our top players, we're not just gonna fall off a
Nets
cliff.
did that before. I remember when
Yeah.
they traded for like KG and all of that debacle and shit. Remember that? But then remember they just got good. All of a sudden they had D'Lo, they had Jared Allen, they had like that squad. Spencer Dinwiddie. They had a bunch of like players that had something to prove. It's like
Mm-hmm.
And they actually made the playoffs with that squad, and that's when they started making it. They got Kevin Durant and Kyrie after that, but they did it before the Nets, where they had a team that nobody was cared about, and then they put together something interesting. Yeah.
Then the Hawks.
Hawks are surprising, like they struggle, and they down there with the Bulls. It's like, I thought the Hawks,
Raptors, Bulls,
Raptors, Hornets,
Wizards, Pistons.
Dead last, the Pistons, 2 in the 23
Now
game.
in the West is a little surprising with stuff.
Especially number 2. I didn't expect that at all.
Yeah, because the T-Wolves being 1 even, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I expected the T-Wolves to be good, but not number 1 good.
Not number 1 good. I didn't think they was gonna be number 1 good.
Anthony Edwards is coming into his own. They still got Cat. It's like, I didn't expect him to be number 1 though.
Yeah, I wasn't either.
Gobert the headlock and shit. They got.
I was like, okay, the Thunder. I'm like, all right.
Thunder with they this Shea Gilgeous Alexander SGA is what I got. Yeah, I always fuck his name up. Yeah.
Of course, Mavs. I'm like, all right, the Mavs.
Kyrie, yeah. The world champion Nuggets. They
I thought the Nuggets
they hanging around. Yeah,
I thought the Nuggets would have been 1 or 2. Honestly,
I thought they'd be up there with like the Timberwolves or the Thunder.
Yeah. I thought they would have been 1 or 2. Yeah, the Kings are like looking. They're looking.
They pick it up where they left off last season because they had a
solid
season last year.
They're proving that it wasn't a fluke. It's like, like with something about but that's fool's gold. They're proving that they weren't fool's gold, basically.
Clippers at 6. They Clippers be clipping, as I say. It's like on paper, it seems like this team should be a contender, but they always hanging around this area, like 4, 5, 6, 7.
They just can't get over the hurdle.
Just hanging around there. It's like, yeah. Rockets, that's a bit of a shock. I thought they were
last year. Yeah.
I thought the Rockets were like still in rebuild mode, but now I see, okay, we ready to fight now. Yeah. Lakers at 8th. Yeah, that's about Lakers, Lakers, they remind me of like kind of the Spurs when they got old. Like, yeah. Like the Lakers, they coasted the regular season, and then come playoff time.
And then for playoff, then it's like playoff mode activated. You
don't want to see us in the first round. It's like they're like, the Lakers are. It's like they wanted.
But you don't.
Yeah, like I wouldn't want to see them. Yeah,
they're an 8
especially the Timberwolves. Is like Timberwolves are young, so
they're young.
Timberwolves definitely wouldn't want to see the Lakers.
Yeah, you're an AC that can knock out a 1. You could,
especially a 1 like the Timberwolves. Like they're very young. Like,
Pelicans.
Suns is a shock, yeah.
Yeah, the Suns being down. Yeah. I thought they would be up in there.
Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, and what's his name? From the Wizards. I can't hit Bill. What's his name? Bill.
I thought they would have been like 3 or 4, maybe.
This team just a couple of years ago went to the NBA Finals. Think about that. It's like now look at where how times have changed. It's like 2 seasons.
And then the Warriors, we know Draymond.
On the outside looking in, they right outside of the play.
Warriors, Jazz,
like these Grizzlies are because of the John Morant nonsense. I knew they would be bad. It's like, I knew they were gonna be bad because of that. Yeah, just John. I think John just came back, something like that. He just from his suspension. I think he's just coming back. He had 25 games. I think he's just coming back right now. Yeah. Trailblazers, Blazers, Spurs, like they both in rebuild mode.
They lost Dame Lillard, so I mean,
they both in rebuild. So both of them I knew,
yeah.
That's where we at in the NBA right now. Pelicans are a weird team. It's like let's come back to
weird team.
Just seems like they should be better with Zion and Brandon Ingram is like but they just can't figure it out, can't put it all together and get over the hump. It seems like they should be like at least like out of the play. And it's like they should be a better team. I'm not saying they're a contender, but they should at least they shouldn't be down there and shit where they at. Pelicans are a weird team. It's like, but
weird team.
Yeah, it's NBA. I don't know. I don't get it, man. Bulls are the 8th worst team in the league right now. Just pulled up the Come on, Bulls.
At least we're not the worst.
Oh, they not Detroit and San
Antonio. Nothing to look forward to.
And the Grizzlies and shit. They not down there with them. And the Portland Trailblazers, they not down there with them at least.
They got a hill to climb. But the positive is that Kobe White is starting to come into his own. He's looking.
Kobe White's the one guy I'm not saying build around him. That's the guy I would just give the keys to. I'll
Mhm.
give him the keys to the city right now. And
He's looking good.
I would start trading off some of these veterans too. Like I'll give Kobe. It's like I'm not GM, but I'm armchairing GM. But right
Mhm.
now, yeah, Kobe White, I give him the keys to the
Because
city.
Kobe is looking good. Like it's showing that okay, him dropping these 20 plus points, it's not a fluke. It's showing that it's not like he's been consistently doing this like the last 10 games. Like it's not a fluke. Like he had a good game.
At this point,
Okay, he had another good game. Okay, he
I,
had another good game.
I'm to the point now. I say I move Zach, I move DeRozan, I move Vooch, and I move Alex Caruso. I move those four guys. Move the veterans, get some assets for him, and give Kobe White the keys to the city.
I definitely would move Zach because they playing much better without Zach being like it's apparent.
All of those guys is like I don't because like what's the point in holding? You're not contending with this team. It's like
Yeah, because I definitely would say move.
Zach or no Zach, you're not contending.
I move Zach, and I definitely say move Vooch too.
Yeah, I move all of those guys.
Like definitely move those two. I would definitely move.
Yeah,
definitely.
Because there's gonna be teams that want like some of those other guys, like
DeRozan and
the
Caruso.
Lakers been trying to get DeRozan for years. I definitely would get on.
And Caruso, they want him back.
Yeah, and I package them together, like DeRozan, Caruso. What are you offering? Yeah, I'll definitely
they want
see
them
like
back. They want both of them. They want DeRozan because DeRozan is a California guy. He's from there, from Compton. So he's a
he'd be a
Compton.
perfect third option for that team with LeBron and AD. Like he'd be like fit right in for that third option. I think.
And then they want Caruso.
Caruso just to do all of the dirty work. Yeah, like when they won the title in the bubble, like Caruso was a big part of that. Yeah, yeah. So they didn't want to give him up then, but they went and got Westbrook's ass, and that's what when they should have just ran it back. Is like the Lakers there's people call that the LeBron factor is like because after the big three in Miami is like this super team era, like that kind of like even though Boston was really the first super team of this modern era,
with Ray Allen and
really kicked into overgear with that team, like that LeBron, Wade, and Bosh was the friend. They really put it in the overdrive. And instead of just running it back, like because you would have like these teams with like good depth and like quality players, but you move all of that to like go after like the big fish. And like it finally caught up with him with that Westbrook trade. It's like you traded away like quality pieces like Kuzma and who else was part of that? I know Kuzma was part of that and other guys. What's the name? Just won a title. What's the name? Who just won one with Denver? I can't think of his name.
Reggie Jackson.
No. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Caldwell Pope did. Yeah.
Yeah, Kentavious was like, yeah, because he was part of it. They sent him. They sent and Kuzma and some other pieces to the Wizards for Westbrook, and that was a train, right? Because like, yeah, it's like you traded away, and then they ended up letting just Caruso just walk to the Bulls. They didn't even resign. They just let players walk like that because they were going after Westbrook.
Said yoink. That's when the Bulls said yoink.
And then even Lakers fans were saying, yeah, man, we hate to lose this guy, but yeah, good luck with the Bulls. Even Lakers fans weren't even mad at that. It was like, man, we hate to see him go. It's like, but they were going after Westbrook's ass.
They keep on doing the meme of Lakers fans with the Wolverine picture. You know the Wolverine meme where he's like looking at the picture. They keep on doing that, the meme of that.
Rosen and Caruso for like probably package like some of their young guys and then couple of picks, like
some picks, yeah.
Make it happen. Couple of picks and like two like young players, yeah. And then Vooch, whatever you can get for him. You might be lucky to get a second round pick at this point.
Send him back to Orlando.
They balling, they okay, you don't want it. Like, no, we good. It's like, hey, we don't want him. It's like, hey, we don't want it. Sure somebody could use him in like a backup role.
Yeah, they could.
A contender that could use like who needs some size. I don't know. Like look at don't say it like, oh, I know I got scared for shits and giggles. It's like since he's like, man, he's saying hectic boost for Draymond Green to the Warriors.
No. No.
Draymond would come to the pool.
No.
Imagine, man.
No.
You
No.
imagine just for shits and giggles. Draymond because Warriors have always like needed like a big. Would they trade Draymond for Vooch? That'll be too much. And the Bulls need a power forward too, so it makes sense.
We don't have the coach that can.
Yeah, Donovan with him with Draymond.
Like Billy Donovan is too. Like if we had like a Popovich coach, Popovich, like he'd cuss Draymond's ass out. Like he ain't going for that shit. He's not going for that. But Billy Donovan's too even tempered. He's not, yeah. Like, Thibodeau would cuss his ass out. Thibodeau,
would actually fit with the Warriors, surprisingly, like the way they play. He would actually fit with that team. I don't know about for Draymond, but he would actually fit for them. He would be a good fit with Golden State.
See the face I'm making.
I got the trade. It's like, yeah, since they trying to get rid of him anyway, it's like and Bulls need this as a position of need, Vooch for Chris Paul. He brings some veteran leadership. Bulls needs a point guard. It's like, and then you can move Kobe White to the 2 after you trade.
Zach. Oh,
it's like, yes, yeah.
Oh,
Kobe White to the 2 after you trade Zach to whoever. Like I'll say either the Knicks or the Heat. It'd be like where Zach ends up, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be one of those two.
You'll probably go to the Heat because the state taxes, no state taxes in Florida. He just got all that money, so no state taxes.
And the Knicks just it seems like a guy they would want to have. It's like that's why I mentioned it.
Yeah, because
they want some star power. So like
you'll see Spike.
Zach LaVine Knicks jersey. Yeah.
I mean, I kind of like the dream. Not the dream. I kind of like the.
Well, like let's be honest. Like Chris Paul to the Warriors has been a dud. It's been
it's a dud.
People thought that made him instant contenders, but yeah, it's been a dud. He don't fit in. So I'll say like send Vooch, yeah, because and then if Draymond can get his shit together, then that's not a bad lineup. It's like with the Splash Brothers, then you have Andrew Wiggins at the 3, Draymond at the 4, Vooch at the 5. That's not a bad look. It's like, I'm not saying title or nothing, but that's not a bad look. It's like actually, like Vooch would fit right in with the way they play. It's like I think
because they're running and because they run, the Warriors still run,
and he'd be like 4th or 5th option on that team, so he wouldn't. It would be less pressure. He ain't got to carry a lot of the load. It's like he'd be like the 4th option at best on that team.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe if you put Wiggins ahead of him, he'd be the 5th option. It's like, yes.
I actually kind of like that with because Chris.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, he actually fits with that. The Draymond shit I was joking about. I was like, but I thought I was like, he actually
he's a floor general.
Chris, he would come here and be like that leader, like that
floor general, yeah.
This young team is like, yeah. And then move Kobe White to this, which is more of his natural position. Is Kobe White is not a point guard to me.
Yeah, he's more of a 2.
Move him to the 2. Like
he's kind of a combo, but he leans more 2. Yeah. And then he got like the size. So Kobe is big, and he's tall. He's like 6'5", so he has like a good size on him. He's a good size, yeah.
And then guys like Ayo and those guys can learn from him.
Oh, Ayo would love to sit under Chris Paul's learning tree. Ayo would love to sit under that.
Yeah.
Ayo's a sponge. Like everybody that he comes in contact with, he's like, he wants to just learn. Like he's just a learning guy. He's a learner.
And then Chris probably finish his career out, like retire with Chicago. Like, yeah, he wouldn't get a title, but yeah, it's like you could finish out with some dignity. It's like
he wouldn't get a title.
Yeah, just be honest. I'm just being real. It's like, I know he wanted to do some ring chasing. Like when is his contract? Whenever his contract, then he could sign with somebody after that. I don't know.
And this has nothing to do with anything, but Chicago has the best food. So I mean, you'll eat good too here. So you'll eat good in Chicago.
Get Chris Paul some Harold's chicken. There we
go. Get some Giordano's deep dish.
Get him some Garrett's.
Chicago got the best food. I mean, just saying.
Because armchair GM, and it's like it makes sense too. It's like
what do you guys think?
Follow me at Osman the Wizard and Naima Miss Ema 626. Is that what? Hit me in the comments. Let me know what you think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I think it's a little fun. I mean, we can have a little fun in an armchair,
Yeah.
Get
And that
our
team would
arms.
be fun to watch. Like I don't think Chris Paul would be a game changer as far as like contender, but it'll be fun though because this team now is not even fun to watch. It's like, I think I would enjoy the games watching Chris Paul and Kobe White and like I think that would
Yeah,
be
Kobe been balling out lately.
that would be
Kobe's been
interesting.
balling.
Yeah,
He's been balling.
yeah.
Kobe's been good. He's been balling out. Yeah. But some of these other
The trade I've been seeing with the Lakers, the one I've been seeing out there is let's pull it up. Because it's like because we're not the only ones armchair GMing out there. It's like other people. So I'm gonna pull up like the Lakers trade like that I mentioned. It's involving the two guys that I mentioned too, but I'm gonna see who they're sending back though. Yeah.
like I said, I've been completely out of it with
I
basketball.
be going down YouTube rabbit
I went
holes
to the Bulls game earlier this year and then they lost the game
and
and
ain't watched the game since, right?
it was but the game it was right there. It was right there for them to win. It was right there. They
Oh,
could
and
have won
Patrick
that
Williams
game.
got to go. Like I'll package him with like whatever. I'll take a second round pick. Now
He dribbled the ball out and he
yeah.
just dribbled it out. And they were down two and he dribbled it out at the game I was at. Come to think of it, I probably haven't really watched a game since I went to it.
You like
I'm
okay?
trying to think back if I
Like
have not
enough
watched.
of this shit. Kid was like enough of this.
Because Marcus and I was like, what the hell? We gonna watch it. Like, what the like what? Awful, awful. Just sad.
Okay, the trade I've been seeing out there is Rui Hachimura, D'Lo, and then Austin Reeves. Like that's the guy I'll be looking for. For DeMar DeRozan, Alex Caruso, and then like yeah, and plus picks to be involved with that coming from the Lakers as well too. Like D'Lo's expiring, so like that's fine. It's like yeah, and then Austin Reeves will be the guy. It's like yeah, you can yeah, like, that's the guy. Like Hachimura would basically be Patrick Williams' replacement. Like you put him in at power forward. Yeah, he's like yeah, you put him in that spot and then send Pat's ass to the bench or trade him, whatever you're gonna do. It's like, but like that's the trade that I've been seeing people talk about. Reeves is interesting. It's like Lakers fans will probably hate to lose him, but you get DeRozan and Caruso back.
And
You got to
DeRozan and
decide.
Caruso back.
And like, and you're in win now mode. It's like, yeah, you got
Right.
to decide. It's like, do you want to have long term or do you want to like go for it
And
all now?
DeRozan, that would
LeBron ain't getting no younger, so you got to go for it now.
DeRozan being there would definitely like
And DeRozan wants to win a ring too.
He
It's
wants
like,
to
yeah,
win a ring
yeah,
because he
so
got cheated out of his ring.
yeah,
He did. He got
yeah,
cheated out of his
the
ring.
Raptors won with he stayed there all those years and then like the 1 year when they traded him, they got it all. They won it all. So
He got cheated out of his
still
ring.
feeling some type of way about
He
that.
did. He did.
But
Oh,
yeah, that's the trade I saw out there. So that will give you a lineup of we do those moves. It's like Chris Paul at the point. Then Kobe White at the 2. You move Austin Reeves to the 3. He's like a combo, like 2-3.
okay.
Hachimura will be 4, and then like probably Drummond at center.
Drummond.
Yeah.
I like Drummond.
Probably Drummond at center, yeah. So that will be the 5. It's like that will be a fun team. It's like more fun.
Yeah. Feels similar to like the Baby Bulls.
Yeah.
Like the Ben Gordon
Yeah.
at that team.
Plus you still have a couple of vets too. You'd have like Chris Paul, you'd have Drummond, you'd have like some vets mixed in there too. Like yeah. So I'm just saying. It's like, we just armchair GMing right now. Like these moves happen, they'll be like wild.
So if you're listening to this, Acme.
And I even see like who will be coming back for Zach LaVine. I forgot to even see that. It's like it might be like somebody you can use there at center or whoever. Like I didn't even see like I forgot, yeah, because Zach would be like I didn't even see like who Miami or the Knicks would send back. But it's like I didn't even see it. Like I gotta
understand that phrase now a lot better now with the whole it's business.
Yeah.
I understand the business phrase because that's why Kirk Heinrich always said that he never felt a type of way when the Bulls.
When they went for LeBron and Wade and Bosh and those guys, they traded.
Like, it's business.
Yeah.
He didn't feel a type of way. He was like, it's business.
And he eventually re-signed like a couple of years later. So It's all business. Yeah.
Like he wasn't. He was like, I still kept my house because he still kept his house in the suburbs of Chicago. He still kept his house there. He said, I still have my house
Yeah,
out
he
there in the
never
suburb of
sold the house.
Chicago.
Yeah.
So he wasn't feeling like business.
He did Lamar owed him that shit. It's like yeah. When the Lakers traded him, and then he's like, just like when he was like the whole like Chloe stuff, he was still married to
He
her
was
at
with
that time.
Kardashian, so I mean
That's what I looked at it. I thought he
they
was just.
thrive on drama.
I thought he was laying it on thick. I said this is probably gonna be a storyline on the show. Like Chloe, like
Oh
trying to
my god, they doing
why
real.
you got
Oh
traded,
my
and then her
gosh.
trying to console him like for like yeah, it's okay, baby. Yeah, like yeah, Dallas is not bad.
And it's just not fucking fair. They just got rid of him. It's not fucking fair. Oh my gosh. You know I'm doing this.
He helped them win 2 championships, and they trade him. I thought this would be a storyline. It ended up
and
not
cut.
because he was all in his feeling. I said it's probably for the show because like yeah, it's like he knows how the NBA works. But looking back, I think he was on that shit too. That's why he was really acting weird. It's really the crack and shit that was kicking in.
Moving on. So crack made me move on.
Judge Mathis makes you move on. You sound like a crackhead, sir.
Not the crackhead. I
Trying
know
to
we
see
went
where
deep on NBA, but it's all
a
good.
lot of NBA, yeah, a lot
So
of
we haven't been talking about NBA for a while, and we did have a
because we
in
haven't really
season.
because neither one of us really have been watching. That's why
We had an in season tournament victory of the
in the
Lakers.
season
So
tournament we totally didn't even mention that at all last week. That was a whole thing that we never even mentioned. It's like, and the Draymond thing is what really maybe put the NBA back. Let's put them back in the front of the line.
put them
It's like,
back in the because
I have
that's
to
a serious thing. It's very
since we
serious.
still talking sports, one I missed from last week as well is shout out to the legendary former Chicago Bears kicker Robbie Gould. He announced his retirement. Yeah,
Oh,
Robbie. 86.4% career success rate on his field goal. So yeah, I know he was a hell of a kicker when he was
yeah, he
here.
was good as gold. That was the expression, good as gold.
Bears ain't had a kicker as good as him since they tried.
They haven't, and they have not.
Yeah. But that's what I had mentioned, but we ran out of time. I was like, oh, Lee Robbie retired. He's 8th all time in field goals made, so he's top 10 all time for like made field goals. So Robbie was the man, yeah, definitely. That was a fun team. That's the last time the Bears were really exciting to me. It was like during that era. They had Robbie Gould and the team that ended up going to the Super Bowl. That was the Urlacher, Thomas Jones. Well, Rex wasn't fun. It's like they ended up getting what's his name, Cutler after that. It's like he was hit or miss, like Jay Cutler. He had a love-hate relationship with Jay Cutler. Like when he was good, but when he was not, he was yikes. It's like
How many times I saw the jersey just be thrown on the floor and it would just lay on the floor in the hallway.
Jay Cutler had a fucking arm. It's like, yeah, he wasn't the
Yeah.
sharpest knife in the drawer, though. That's like, yeah, he had a fucking arm.
Yeah, an arm, but
Yeah, he wouldn't make the best decisions out there, but like, dude could like, yeah, he had a fucking arm on him. Like,
and he had a thing they call he had resting bitch face, so he just looked like unbothered all the time. He had resting bitch face. He just looked
yeah,
like that all the time, you know.
that dude could throw a football, but yeah, he wouldn't make the best decisions. That's why I don't know where do you place Jay Cutler because every quarterback record he has it for the Bears. So like, yeah, so is he the GOAT quarterback for the Bears? So it's kind of hard to say if he's the GOAT quarterback.
We're not doing that.
It's kind of hard to say that. It's like, yeah, even though he has every record, like he's like it's like Jay Cutler, every record for like Bears quarterback. He's number one in like every one. It's like it's kind of hard to rank dude though. Like
See the face I'm making.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we can wrap on that unless you got something.
Everyone just enjoy your holiday season. Have fun.
It's our last one before the Christmas festivities kick off, I believe.
Yes, have fun.
Next week we'll be officially in Christmas mode. Yeah. So definitely appreciate your support and not another damn podcast. You want to support us further, you know what to do. Give us a like. Also, subscribe, share, rate, review on all your platforms. You know I'm talking Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, SoundCloud, iHeart, TLC Talk Radio. What's good, Tasha?
Hey, Tasha.
YouTube and your Amazon Alexa device. And of course, you can follow me at Ozman the Wizard on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Oz Radio on Snapchat and Facebook as well. That's how I gets down.
And you can check me out at MSIMA8626 on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Also, SCRHULLEY1 on Twitter, SCRHULLEY7 on Instagram. Also, please like the Straight Gully Facebook fan page. Check out straightgully.com for your blogs and your vlogs. And for your video production needs, check out straightgullyproductions.com.
I'm Ozman the Wizard.
And Naima.
We will talk to you later.
Bye.
I'm gone.